Hello, I'm Michele Levine, CEO of Roy Morgan Research. Well, we're about to enter the final stretch of a campaign that's been a roller coaster for both parties. Over the last few days, Roy Morgan has been polling and scrutinising three of the most critical bellwether marginal electorates to look at what really matters. And here's what we've found. Firstly, the far north Queensland seat of Leichhardt. This marginal Labor electorate includes Cairns and covers a huge area over Cape York Peninsula and the Torres Strait. Incumbent Jim Turner is facing a tough contest from the LNP's Warren Entsch, who's previously held the seat. The latest Morgan poll in Leichhardt shows the coalition ahead at 52.5% to Labor's 47.5% on a two-party preferred basis. This represents a swing of 6.6% since the last election. Most Leichhardt voters, 55%, are primarily concerned about economic matters, and there's a sleeper issue. Nearly 6% of Leichhardt voters are most concerned about boat people and immigration and see the coalition as better than Labor. So Leichhardt looks set to be won by the coalition. Now, some of the swing is due to the profile of Warren Entsch, so the 6.6% swing is unlikely to translate across the whole of Queensland. However, if the swing is even 4.6%, allowing about a 2% local member factor, Labor would also lose Longman, Flynn, Dawson, Ford, Petrie, and maybe even Brisbane or Moreton. Macquarie is another seat to watch. Macquarie covers the outer western and northwestern fringe of Sydney and takes in the Blue Mountains. Redistribution had a dramatic effect, and the seat is now held by Labor by a tiny margin of 0.3%. Sitting Labor MP Bob Davis is retiring, and the contest in Macquarie will be heavily influenced by the Green vote. The latest Morgan poll in Macquarie shows the coalition ahead at 53% to Labor's 47% on a two-party preferred basis. This represents a swing of 3.1% since the last election. During the Rudd government, Labor averaged 56% of the two-party preferred vote, and in the first Morgan poll, taken after Julia Gillard became Prime Minister, Labor's support increased to 60%. However, the honeymoon didn't last, and this latest poll shows the coalition set to win the seat. And if the 3.1% swing in Macquarie translates across New South Wales, we can expect to see the coalition also win Robertson, Page, and either Bennelong or Dobell. The final seat we're looking at this morning is Brand in Western Australia. Brand covers the satellite cities south of Perth and is held by Labor's Gary Gray by a margin of 6%. The latest Morgan poll in Brand shows Labor ahead at 53% to Liberals 47% on a two-party preferred basis. This represents a swing of only 3% since the last election, so Brand appears safe. Although the 3% swing away from Labor is not enough to deliver Brand to the coalition, if that swing translates across Western Australia, we can expect to see the Liberals win the marginal seat of Hasluck. Well, they're some of the key factors that will really matter when Australians cast their votes next Saturday. Although the election is looking extremely close, a lot can happen in a week in politics. But at this stage, Roy Morgan's polling indicates that the coalition could win 6 or 7 seats in Queensland, 4 in New South Wales and 1 in Western Australia, while losing 1 or 2 seats in Victoria or South Australia, like McEwen, Latrobe or Sturt. The high Green vote is hurting Labor, and Melbourne looks set to go to the Greens. On today's figures, the outcome could be a hung parliament. However, if the swing continues, the coalition could claim victory. May the best man or woman win.